Hello, friends, and welcome to the sermon recap for this week. We've been talking about communication for several weeks now, and this last sermon is communication, is it useful? So asking the question, is what I'm saying, what I'm trying to communicate, useful in any way? Does it serve the greater good? Is it an addition or better than the silence as an option? And the scriptural basis of the story was the parable of the workers in the vineyard, where there was a landowner who looked for workers, went out to find them, found people at 6 a.m. and agreed to them that they would work for a certain wage, a day's wage, and they agreed to it, and they went and worked in the vineyard. And then he went out at 9 a.m., got more people, and agreed to whatever was fair, and then he went out at noon, and then he went out at 3 p.m, and then he finally went out at 5 p.m. and got people to work in the vineyard. And they all worked till 6, and then he settled their accounts at 6 o'clock, and he gave the people that were hired last, people that were hired at 5 o'clock, a full day's wage. And so the people that were hired first assumed that they would get much more because they had actually worked all day long, whereas these guys had only worked 1 hour. And of course, the landowner gave them the same amount of money for working the different amounts of time. And this parable begins by saying the kingdom of heaven is like a landowner. So the kingdom of heaven is like this. So what's this about? This is about a landowner is the Lord. And the Lord wants everyone, as many people as possible, to work or be part of his vineyard. The vineyard is a symbol for the church or heavenly kingdom. But when we begin our pursuit of the heavenly kingdom, we do it because we want what's in it for us, or what reward am I going to get? And that's like the people that have worked all day long. It's actually hard work when you expect to be rewarded for being good. It's like nothing is ever enough. But the last people who are hired is when that motivation is, I'm doing this, or I want to serve people, I want to love people because it's a good thing to do. Those are pictured by the people that are hired at 5 and really only worked 1 hour. And that heavenly way of life is simple, when we're not concerned about doing this for myself, but I'm doing it because I love other people, because it's useful to them. So the first motivations become the last, and last become the first, which you'll see in that parable if you read it. So the question we're asking is, can I think about how I can be useful in my conversation? Think about, how does this serve somebody else, not how does it serve me? And when we do that, it actually becomes effortless to communicate with people, because we're thinking not about ourselves and how do I look and how do I sound, do people like me? We're thinking about, is this useful? Is this something good that contributes to other people's happiness? And that's what the kingdom of heaven is like. Thanks for listening. Have a great week. See you next time.